October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Scoot up some. Well, let me put this down. Alright, that's better. Mr. Wright? Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. It's kind of hot in here, dog. Turn the fan on. Right, Mia. Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes. Please. You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked? We have to find something, Phoenix. Today. It's that or lose the trial. This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Yeah. Okay, y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmon. That's crazy. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Salmonella is crazy. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? I hate the way that he sounds. Don't you know me? Oh, you don't know me? I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Noob. RFL. Alright. Yeah, I'm losing my patience too, bro. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Phoenix. Let's start by picking his testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run-through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30. And according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Thank y'all. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action run-through scene. Press him. In the employee area? That's right. It was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh, yeah. That security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. LOL. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope. Just us 4. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in a Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Let's look up. Yeah, so we have attorney badge, the autopsy report, the photo, guide map, spear, empty bottle, found on the table employee area. They were sleeping pills. Exactly. Mr. Monkey's head, and Pat's glory contains photos of every victory seen in every battle. Still hammers. Okay, cool. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. If his alibi holds, Powers is finished. Press him as hard as you. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I was at the studios from around 9 in the morning. During the morning, I was doing an action run-through scene. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Where was you at? Oh, well, he told us. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked up some. Bro, look at... Yo. No way, bro. Hold on, go back. I need to make that the thumbnail, dog. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not a one. What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. I'll wait for one to come up and hit him with it later. So should I present something? I'm trying to think. I think I might need to bring this up to him. I might need to. Take a lot more time than I thought it would. I hit everyone else at lunch. I had a meeting and let's do 2 trailers, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah. Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's contradictory. If he didn't if he didn't eat with them, how did he know what they ate? If he didn't see them for the rest of the day, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it does seem odd, now that you mention it. Mr. Manila. What did you want? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something. Oh, the sleeping pills on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Ah, yeah. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. Sorry, y'all. I forgot about that. It's been a minute since I've been back on here. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat, after all. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah. Well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it? We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then. A mental image I would carry with me to my... No, for real, bro. Like, wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. Yeah, it does. I'll press on that one a bit more. We're in the meeting till around 4. What were you discussing? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this. The sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can't you believe it? Actually, I kinda can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting? During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That doesn't make sense though, because I just told you. You didn't take a single. But I'm saying, I just. Maybe I do. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I just had to go back to this one. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Press harder. Yeah. Wait a second. Mr. Mello, you just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during the break? Oops. Or why is he saying that in that? Well, um, Mr. Mello, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Yeah. What? He making my brain hurt, dude. I'm gonna look up what that means. I don't know if I'm old for that or what, but I'm gonna look that up, dude. For what it's worth, we took a break. Roll, rolling on the floor lap. What? Why is he talking like this? But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say, commit murder in Studio 1. LOL. How was it a LOL? That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Mm. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. But it was only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit a murder in Studio 1. Only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. What were you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? There were 2 plates on that table. Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate. D. Vasquez, the producer? To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. Let me look at the information I have. What time was the break? That's the real. What time was the break? Now he don't say. Why is that? That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. That testimony was too short to write any kind of useful information out of. All you have to do is prove that he was able to go to Studio 1 in that time. Oh, great. Is that all? Minutes. Only time someone to murder. I have to say, you look like a guy. Okay, this isn't going anywhere. Well, I was facing a cold, slightly chewy T-bone steak. Even I have to take my time eating that kind of food. LOL. Well, Phoenix? Alright, yeah. I think. Let me see. is that... There we go. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio One. Hmm. Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio One? Yeah. If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook and the trial is over, Mr. Will Powers will be found guilty for sure. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility. Hmm. I suppose you might say that. All right, I've got the judge thinking now. Tis. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edgeworth? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock the path between the studios was blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head... Oh, shit. Yeah, Mrs. Monkey's head got off the... Yeah, whatever. Oh, you're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right after the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The falling Mrs. Monkey head barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. What do you mean? No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose this round. What? I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Are you serious? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I will have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. No way he got the little boy. Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. No way he got the little boy, bro. October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before. Not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us. And be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere. After all. Thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. October 19th, 11:15, District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution has a concern, as our witness is a grade schooler. Okay, he did get the little boy. Of 10 years, and this is a murder case. We worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Ezra taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hatchkins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around. Treated his ass. Cody? Answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hatchkins. I'm in second grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just missed. Okay. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix. I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record. New digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he still learned how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Why didn't you have that camera on? Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most of those we see in here, honestly. I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet, went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on my way though for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. Totally raw from my eyes. Of course, the samurai took him down, pal. If I had my camera with me, that would have been a time for a shot. If you had your camera. You mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Once he did summer rehearsal just once. Found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you've been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. Which studio? Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio? I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah. I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a steel samurai. It totally rocked right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the steel samurai took him down. Pow. What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I, I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera... Okay. Off the path. Yeah, you know how the studios are in the valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for... Wait. That's how they got to the studio, though. Through the woods. The steel samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It's only right. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. It was kind of far away. Huh. He's being awfully vague. Of course, the steel samurai took him down. Guy. Of course, the samurai took him down, pal. Did I do this already? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got you. Heard you. Have my camera with me. Cody, what you just said just seems, well, a little strange. I just wanted to keep pressing him a little bit, y'all, before I did that, just so I can get a little more information. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Nah, that face is crazy. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright. I dropped this stuff. Mr. Wright, a word with you. Oh, let me. Alright, that's cool. Oh, was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. Like it's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Um, now you finna cry. Mr. Wright, I'm looking for the top of my candle, y'all. It's been burning for a while. Oh, it's right here. There you go. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child, so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one shall lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I have my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I, I was too busy watching. Mm, very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai. He goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Hmm. Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross examination. Let me put my phone on the charger. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy started moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do these faces? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that. Yeah, you're finished, big bro. Big bro, you're finished. You're finished, big bro. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Yeah, I'll press him harder, dog. Cody. But what? Something's bothering me. Before you said that, before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Right, shut up. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais' fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order. Hold on. Chat. I just wanted to make sure my mic was still working. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think. Why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer? We have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it. He was The dice. Show evidence. This spear. Why did Cody look away from the fight? The spear, big bro.
Dumbass.
The spear, the spear. Here's my proof. Proof? Can I? Oh, fuck. This doesn't prove anything. Lost your nerve, have you? I sold. Oh, okay. Wait. Hold on. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. Oh, so he's saying that he didn't get to see it because he was too busy trying to take a picture and he couldn't. Ah, I see. I see. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Yeah. Hey, bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. I totally, dude. I gotta be locked in. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Right, Cody. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So, you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. It means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hatchkins testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Um, Welcome to the real world, kid. Aw, he crying. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held on my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep. Cap. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. Right there. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely. The lamp in the photo. So I held on my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Uh, well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep. Hell no. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have one. I would have once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. My lips chapped. Dry as hell. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hatchkins. I know exactly what happened that day. I'm gonna wait a little this is dry as hell. You took a picture. Oh, is he the one that took? He's the one that took. Is he the one that took this picture? Is he the one that took this picture? Is he the one that took this picture? What was I? How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hatchkins. It's one of my powers. Well, wow, this feels great. This dude. Yeah, yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai, victorious? Well, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick? How can I pick holes in such a choice? Okay, yeah. Let me look at the evidence again. It has to be this, right? It has to be this picture, yeah. It has to be this picture, yeah. It gotta be that picture. It has to be that picture. No, 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 no. Yeah, it has to be. But this came from the security cameras, no? This evidence. Uh, okay, okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, whatever, whatever, whatever. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Feel like nothing else would. Yeah, you're right. It's just this and right. Just get home to the bus. So I had on my camera. Took a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. Uh-huh. When the lens opened, what did you see? Yeah, it's burning on the ground. Took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. Uh, erased them. Yep, 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 yep. Uh-huh. Oh, man. So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. No, he put him in a scrapbook. He put him in a scrapbook. Put him in a scrapbook. Cody. Yep, the scrapbook. I forgot about that scrapbook. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. What's that? I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah! Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hatchkins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all of his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait, no way. Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually? Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? Photos were blurred, he erased them by mistake. There's still Samurai didn't win. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Bro, that feeling. Hey, the way he just reacted is funny. Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. Yeah. No way. No. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. That was all of us when Undertaker lost at WrestleMania. That was a lot of them. A lot of these kids recently was Cena lost at Saturday Night's Main Event, or when he lost to Brock Lesnar. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness. Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Alright. Man. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Damn, he really balling now. I get it though. He a little kid and seeing his hero like that. Yeah, that does suck. That sucks. I'm telling you, bro. That's like he just realized Undertaker lost at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, bro. I'm telling you. It ruined a lot of kids' childhoods. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who failed. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? Hammer was the victim. Steel Samurai was the victim. There was no victim. I don't know about them not being a victim. Dude is dead. But if you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jackhammer was the Steel Samurai. Hold on. So, no, hold on. All right, so what I think happened was Jackhammer was so used to being the hero in the situation that playing the villain for this role, he missed being the hero again. So I guess that morning he was like, "Oh, let me try on the Steel Samurai suit real quick," and I guess he was just walking around with it. I think that's what it was. He was just walking around with the costume on because he missed being the hero. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm wrong, but it kind of makes sense, though. No. Dun, dun, dun. I was muted at that too. That's crazy. Of course we're kidding. Wait, let me actually check. Okay, y'all can hear me now. Yeah, I forgot I muted the thing. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right. Thanks. To be continued. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Writing call office. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, wow. Maya. So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow. Good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. It had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer was. What? Is Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is there. Mia is here, so no. I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go to talk to WP. MVP. Powers. Right. October 19th, Decision Center Visitors Room. Damn, I do got messages and calls from her. Damn, my fault. She spelled that wrong. She definitely spelled that wrong. But Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Cause you not look like you're about to burst into tears. Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I could do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Mrs. Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares to tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Tell me, dude. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manolo? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manolo. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? And then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Ms. Vasquez came to Global. Ooh, 5 years ago. Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. I wish I could. All right, he was asleep. He was asleep. Forgot, dog. Yeah, let's go to the studio. Yeah. Oh, Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive. Mm, mm, I don't think. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio is big. Studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Mhm, mhm. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal, he's soft, pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I, 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 I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' his costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Cause he, cause he knew if you saw him, you would be all over him. That's why. October 19th, Studio What It Richards. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. But, exactly what I want to get. Oh, whatever. I see Mr. Strong today. Mascot is Mr. Monkey. Entrance Studio Online. This is the studio where the fell jack of his body. I don't have the car key anymore, so I can't go in there today. Says welcome to let people Nick, let's come here someday when you say sure no matter what I'm saying. Alright. 19, Studio 2 entrance. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hell. My, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Oh damn. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fate blood speaks to me. I know it. She probably didn't do it, but she told Salmonella to do it. Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh dear. All right. Yes, gotta get up. Students are trying. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Honey, it still seems pretty messy in here. It's between her, Salmonella, and you know? I guess she was still on the high from getting that rare car she needed. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and a couple documents. This is where they had the meeting. There are documents, paper cups scattered around. I was like they were designing this got some figure shit. How much cost could spend running on the sets. This is front, so I can't see outside. This is dialogue that we already seen. Yep. Oh my God, that movie was the best. Yeah, 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 yeah. We've already been through this stuff. Just wanna click through it so that way. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, we're out of here. We're out of here. Nah, employee area, employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. Why would they, dummy? I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah. No, no, no. No touching. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic. Indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills. See? If there's traces, it'll change color. Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found in for area on it are traces of sleeping pills in a larger bowl. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What was Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's print on the bottle. So that means, yep, sounds like the one who put Paris to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? The WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! you know, I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She has some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed a Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What am I showing her? What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Oh no! I'm tripping, bro. Pay attention, dog. Pay attention, dog. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. And this is a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think you will understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. Well, what can I do? Oh, yeah. Well, for starters, you could tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got it. I see. You know who knows more about this? It's old bag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. I guess she told him to ask him. Sorry, I didn't mean to click. She'll talk. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? Oh, windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest, darn, darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth. To froth at the mouth. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. She got rabies. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols. Nichols. Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Yes, I have proof. Yes. This right here. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammers' fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammers has some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? The food! Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Hey, she tripping. I ain't gonna lie, she tripping. She's bugging. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldback? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired. See? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldback? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here in the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Oh, somebody got that shit pierced? Wait a second. This is the picture? What is he, Prince of Tennis? Is this the trailer to Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Damn, he got his little shit pierced. We gotta go back here. We gotta go to studio 2. We gotta go to. I gotta talk to you. Oh no. Nah, I gotta present her with this photo. Nah, that's not what I'm gonna present her. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Alright. Well. Oh, the bag. Oh? She means the security lady. Miss Obag, Nick. Right. Anyway. Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The... Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind... Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Man, she's so eager to talk all of a sudden. Ms. Vasquez, you were using the accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Manslaughter? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? You have ties with the mafia. And I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. That's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable. Oh. I ain't gonna lie, it just kind of spooked me for a second. Yeah, let him be quiet for a second. Let me get my water real quick. I guess I drank it. Look at these. He kind of clean right here. Who are they? The Mafia, dumbass. Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? Oh, wow. That's a hell of a threat. What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. Oh, damn. So long, friends. Voice, erase away. No! Hold it right there. W. Gumshoe. W. Gumshoe. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Nah, W. Gumshoe, bruh. He just came in clutch. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. This man want to be cool. Nah, he did just do some cool shit though. Lips are dry. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Wait, chat, can y'all hear me? Chat, can y'all hear me? Okay, they can't hear me. I thought I was tripping for a second, bro. I thought I was tripping for a second, bro. Gotta just have that shit muted. When the witness state her name and occupation, D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. They be treating his ass. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. But right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Get his freak ass. I entered the trailer. Oh, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. No. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, but with that monkey's head toppling over. Van added to the court record. Van drove us to the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? That doesn't make sense, though. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? Yeah, like what the... No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate to go say something from the trailer. Sorry, I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she says somewhere. Ah, shit. At the murder. Right. In the van. Okay. Into the trailer a little before noon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop? And you didn't stop at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp and it ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. I thought he was finna say something else. Sal and I 18 want to say something to him. Do you have someone who can verify this? Well, Sal, dumbass. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak if I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd have said a little more. It's hard. I think she's... Yeah. He said he needed proof for her not eating that steak. He needed proof for her not eating that steak. Nearly used his van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. And he just did it. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sound like 18 months. I'm trying to think like. Okay, okay. I'm a fucking idiot. Ha, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat it, big bro. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I, I see. And what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Uh, are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. I forgot about the plates and the fucking. I'm all over the place, dog. Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? And I'm. Oh, shit. Damn, can I go back? Damn it. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying about that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits. You and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Where's the mafia answer? Where's the mafia answer? It's not impossible. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but silence. I'm speaking. The victim was stabbed through the chest from the front. Yes. I believe this would indicate that the victim was aware of the killer's presence. Now, the Steel Samurai costume was quite light and mobile. Compared to the victim, I am weaker and slower. I couldn't possibly win such a fight. Not to mention, there is proof I did not have the spear. The photograph of the Steel Samurai shows that the victim himself was holding it. Or do you mean to suggest that I could have wrestled it away from him? Yeah, take that, right? If you still think she did it, show us proof. Um, hey Nick, if the data we have on the samurai spear in the court record. Is there something in there that gets to you? Something odd about the samurai spear? Wait, something the matter, Mr. Wright? Sorry, Your Honor. I'd like to take back my previous claim. Very well, I won't hold you to your claim, but I'm afraid I will have to penalize you. What's this? You're taking back your claim? Let's backtrack for a moment. I want to consider whether the witness could have used the samurai spear or not. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. It was a bullet wound. They shot that nigga. What? They shot that nigga, bro. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. They shot that nigga, bro. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. It's the actual spear, no? The duct tape. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with the duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? A bullet. 7.62, 45 ACP. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. It gotta be this, no? It is this. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. And she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? Yeah, karma's a motherfucker, huh? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, Very creative, Mr. Right. I can use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true, Mr. Right? Let's say, for the sake of the argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? You work with the mafia, bruh. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jackhammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? The mafia dog. For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then, Mr. Wright. Please show us how she carried the body. Say you swear to God. The van. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Alright, not now. Now I'm on one. I'm on one now. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, right? Don't forget, it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator? Of course he was. He does everything for her. Of course, Salmonella has to have been. Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win. Um, so what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jackhammer? It's too easy to say. This is too easy. Nah, something is off. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Right. We just engaged in a battle of wits. The result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Right. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Um, uh, of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Testify? Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright? Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? Uh, you'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn. To come so far only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm the witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He just don't like her. He probably realized she did it too. But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that, Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Mm-hmm. I see no issues raised by his testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. And back to the trailer, I scribbled my notes, then I went home. No. Feel like we used all of this, no? Feel like we've used every single one of them. And I went home. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Hmm. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put the hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. But boy, that's what I'm saying. The witness will continue her testimony. The system was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember. Remember. What? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting that location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Judge, you suck. Very well, Miss Vasquez. You may continue. And they called the police. Then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady Obag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. Obag, the security lady? Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going towards the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there that I can use. Thanks to be left out of proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my scripting. The script in your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. But you didn't know that till you got there, no? Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Yeah, how would you know that if you... Like, you didn't know until you got there. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution will make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Hmm. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be a no rehearsal. Hmm? Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect his reason. Judge, you just letting him do anything, bro. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. No, that's not right. That is not right. Mm-mm. Hammer was hurt? How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director? Mm. You have to find something to peg this on her. Pause. Or everything we've done until now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? What? Got her ass. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, and when he was doing, and when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. Witness, can you refute this claim? Hmm. Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Uh, Why are the why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Hmm. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can. Okay. Oh shit, wrong one. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. Gotta be the picture, no? This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Ms. Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, the accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here. You only have talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would D. Vasquez have? I mean, well, same person. Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for the murder. Reveal evidence, dog. Okay. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Ms. Vasquez's motives. Ooh, I don't think I can do that. 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 Her motive. Her motive. That I can't do that. That I can't do that. Oh no, I can't do that. Evidence. Allow me to present to the court evidence proving Mrs. Vasquez's motive. It can't be that picture again, no. Her motive to prove her motive. To prove her motive. This is my proof. And this tells us why Ms. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. And say all it proves is that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Mr. Wright, the court requests that you find your marbles immediately. And I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Ah, shit. Shit. It gotta be this photo again. Like, I don't know. Like, the motive? The motive? Proving the motive. I sold. 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 She had no motive. It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self defense. So there was the answer. Oh my god. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intended to kill Miss Vasquez. Ah. What? 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 Your Honor, Jackhammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jackhammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Uh, So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, no. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and. No, Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please, please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's these Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. So wouldn't she get would she get charged for self defense? Essentially? It would be a self defense charge. That is all. This court is adjourned. So would it be like a manslaughter charge? Because she was just kind of defending herself? October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 3. I I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I don't know. I guess we'll never know. Yes, of course. Is it really evidence of why he wanted? Yeah, I don't think there's no evidence as to why he wanted him to fall for it. Phew. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Congratulations, WP. Oh, oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the steel samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and Oof. Ah, yeah, he don't know yet, I don't think. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah, Nick, Edgeworth. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Whose problem is that? Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth? You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No. I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Bitch. That's what I came here to tell you. Man. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing an accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Princess, he was talking about this. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine. I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Huh? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Powers. That was a good one, y'all. That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. A brand new episode has been added. How many episodes is it?